Howdy darlings, it's your girl Soul. It's so nice to see you again, and it is demo day, so today we're playing Best Served Cold.
The Covey used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly.
Art style's beautiful already.
With prohibition, lawbreakers,
like they really put a lot of work into this intro.
And your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But, maybe we can help one another.
Oh, is that us?
This place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks.
Ooh.
Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues.
Oh, am I the bartender?
I'll be waiting, bartender.
Ooh.
Don't let me down.
Wait, that's so exciting though. Okay, so I'm a bartender. Anyway, welcome everyone. Today we are playing a Best Served Cold, which from what I understand is a mystery game. And wow, look at this. And the art is just beautiful. But before I click the new game button, I do want to warn you that there is a content warning on this one just because it is about murder and crime. So watch with your, well, at your own risk. Okay, watch at your own risk. So let's get into this. I'm really excited. I love a good mystery. What a beautiful loading bar. It loads very smoothly too, which is pretty impressive. Oh. A murder? Poison? How awful to leave someone in an alleyway like that. Case 0, the last drop. Oh, so there's multiple cases. That's exciting. Monday. Oh, hello. Vincent. Ooh, Flora? I don't know. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord, oh, you own a little bookshop? That's cute. Vincent Flora takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. What a day. Sought-on literature is provenance bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorstops. Aww. Ooh, should I... Everything all right? Clearly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Oh, okay. All right, so this moves, it looks like. And he's in a bad mood. Profiles of all customers, a log. Oh, I love this setup. So pretty. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. What would you like? This evening, a properly mixed Eastern ruby should hit the spot. Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can also be caused by serving them a ruined drink or by choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. When a customer is in a bad mood, it is shown here in the bottom left. Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. I do feel better after I've had a nice matcha latte. Press the serve button in the bottom right to start making Vincent a drink or a Thai tea. Love a Thai tea. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. Fair. You'll have to cure it before you can interrogate them. I'm a bartender, I shouldn't interrogate anybody. In some rare cases, though, a client must be in a bad mood before they'll open up. Right. In these situations, you can mess up their drink on purpose to bring down their mood. Ooh, sneaky. I As you get to know your clients better, make sure to learn what their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they like to get a hint. Ooh. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Let's see if we can cheer you up. Haha, that's the spirit. What is this? Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby, and we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So let's select Eastern Ruby in the list and start making his favorite cocktail. Whiskey, sugar syrup, lemon juice, red wine, ice cubes, and cherry. Do I have to remember that? Do I have to physically make the... Oh dear. To successfully mix a drink, you will need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing through them with the arrow, following along the lines in the direction it is pointing. Okay. Once you start following a path, you'll need to keep up the pace as a red arrow will start following you. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path, or the drink will be ruined. So... Oh! That was weird. Weird minigame, but okay. Ooh, it's beautiful. Love this little detail right here. Well done, Vincent is no longer in a bad mood and he's even gained more affection towards you, so this is affection. Okay. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more their affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased and you will lose all but one action for the remainder of the conversation. Oh gosh. So I get more as I please him? You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but I didn't expect it. Especially with your... background. What's my background? This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, but you're already proving to be more than that. Are you calling me uncultured? Swine? Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance. But a recent shipment of vodka from Masalka came into my possession, and as such, some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps? My favorite gentleman's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary, I know it's constable and then airy constabulary, is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. He's got quite a vocabulary. I see. It's unlikely they would target my establishment, and I have friends in the constabulary, but you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I'd imagine most speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers, with loose tongues. I'll be careful. Good. You see, there's a reason I bring all this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so that you can read the heading. Speakeasy guest found dead. Oh, the lady we saw. In the early hours of morning, the body of an as of yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming the crime took place outside a speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in a string of crimes committed on and around the boulevard by the so-called Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. You rats! Don't get too bothered by all this tittle-tattle. I'm certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats of the city council. Fabricated? I believe so, yes. With a prohibition in full force, perhaps the politicians created a serial killer boogeyman to keep people out of speakeasies. It's just like the old fairy tales about demons in the woods. The claws of the Strigoi, snatching the unwary and pulling them into the darkness. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. I'm gonna pause and just say I really love the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic in the storytelling. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities will be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer a safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels. But all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Oh! Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed my words, friend. Be on your guard. I will. We're on Bakovy Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider the customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I'd hope so, anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing. We both know this is your last chance. I went on a limb to give you this opportunity, and I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past, and you keep your nose clean. I get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. I have never heard that saying before, but amen. We have a deal. Good, good. Thank you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. See you, Vincent. Every day we'll bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customers seated on the edges of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try it on this mysterious woman in the back. Hello, ma'am. Ooh, beautiful eye color. The woman takes a seat looking exhausted. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Rough day? You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea. Grunddown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during a spice trader symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have fat, bald old man explain the logistics of his spice trading company and how it made him rich? And he's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets? Ew, I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm gonna crack the walls, but then I stop and nothing has changed. Sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lime. A slice of lime wrapped around a cricket bat. I trust your judgment. Right now I'm craving something spiced. Okay, spiced. You lifted clean glass from the tray and placed it on the table. So she said, oh, maybe a mint punch. There are several indicators on the right of each cocktail that provide more information about the drink in question, including whether your customer likes it or not. The question mark means you don't yet know how they feel about this cocktail, while a star means it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks they like and ones that they feel neutral about. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving liked and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with the customer faster than a neutral one. Weird symbol indicates the smoothness of the drink, which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. In other words, how many actions you will be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost 1 action. Once the action counter runs out, customers leave the bar, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you talk to them. Customers can be called back as long as you have actions remaining, but can only be served once a day. Meanwhile, the percentage of alcohol shows how alcoholic a drink is. The higher the percentage, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen a customer's lips, but be careful. A customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drink fits the customer's taste, the more affection you will receive. You can also affect a customer's mood, as well as how talkative they will be after you've served them. Now let's make her a drink, shall we? The copper bullet. Wow. Ugh. Okay. Oh, it's shaped like a bullet. That's cute. Beautiful shaker, too. So is a copper bullet essentially a Moscow mule? But Moscow mules come in there, right? Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When the Prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket costs a month's rent. And with everything being so busy, why is it busy? Well, there's the Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads. The women in the sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. It looks like torture to me. Me too. At the oh, she liked that. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folk going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe the Prohibition isn't all that bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Woo! Feeling better? She closes her eyes and lets out a long, comfortable sigh. Yeah, I'm good. That really hit the spot. This watering hole is new, right? That weird old guy put me on this place. The nightcap just opened, yes. The nightcap, huh? Funny name. What a cute name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get. Rundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them, even when they served booze. The staff bar was all drunken bellhops, the mid bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune just for looking at the drinks menu. This place feels a bit more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts in here. We're all equal when we walk through these doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little, like she just made her mind up about you. I like Clara. I can get on board with that. Clara, please don't betray me. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I've got Baritsu, sparring classes, and a shift tomorrow. If I don't get any good sleep, both of those are going to beat the stuffing out of me. Okay, bye, Clara. Now that everyone's been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click the bell on the counter to signal all customers to leave and head home. You can also use it to end the day early when you don't feel like speaking to all the customers. Ding! Tuesday. So this is 2 out of 16 days. Interesting. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room and then at you. He glances back in the entrance a few times like he expects someone to sneak in after him. Awkward gentleman. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar, no butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care. You choose. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Thank you. He really doesn't care? He looks like he would enjoy a cold winter. Lovely designs. I get freaked out by cream and liquor, but not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. You probably guessed that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business. He sets down today's newspaper, but rather than turning it as Vincent did yesterday, he instead lets the heavy pages land with a thud. The headline reads, Latest Bakovy Boulevard Victim Identified. In a statement to the press this morning, Bakovy police finally released the name of the latest victim in the string of murders by the so-called Bakovy killer. The body of 24-year-old Natalia Reed, a native Saran and lifetime resident of Bakovy, was found yesterday in the unnamed alley off Bakovy Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside a speakeasy known as the Last Drop, which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her off time to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. She looks a lot like Clara. Police Commissioner Aldea urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation, as the perpetrator remains at large. Natalia Reed's family has declined to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumed she was just late again. Well, that's not a nice thing to say about someone who's dead. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at this establishment? You spring to mind. Not really. I doubt that. None. Really? There's a lot of unusual behavior around right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guest found dead. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place... Speakeasy? Exactly. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Mertens. Oh! Oh, I've made a mistake. He waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. Are you going to shut us down? Speakeasies are at the moment one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. The killer is using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer. And you need my help? You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. For a time, your establishment has protection, from me and from the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar. It's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer, with your help. Ooh. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who's behind all this. You drinking here is also illegal, right? I'm guessing there's no opt-out? He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his inside pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. Oh, am I from prison? You're holding it over me. Got it. No kidding. Yeah, I understand. You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. I'll do it. Hugo. Good. Any questions? Okay, let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short and I expect something solid from you, soon. Speaking with customers will provide you with clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in the notebook at any time. Using the Show Clue button lets you present a clue from your notebook to the customer you're currently talking to, letting you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi. But be careful. Showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. Interesting. This case is the highest priority, and you're on. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, this gets kicked upstairs to the Confederated Force. And if that happens, my career is in tatters and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure, though. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while, and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. Something about him... What's his name in Attack on Titan? John? He reminds me of John. He takes a seat looking you in the eye. You can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the Nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The filth are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they serve in the stacks. If memory serves, you mix a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my tastes. Do we know each other? Let's skip straight past this bit of conversation. I know you, and as soon as I step through those creaky doors, you knew me too. I'll get you a drink, Peter. Here's his eyebrows and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Any flavor I can work with? Going all sweet on me now? Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. Let's see how this new job is working out, huh? You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the bar. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. Let's see if I can remember what you like. Let's see indeed. Oh, you're kind of creepy. Okay, so he wants something stiff that has coffee in it, and it looks like that's going to be the Cold Winter, looking at volume here. Yes. Cold Winter it is. Oh, this changes every time? Oh my gosh. Here we go. I really wish that we could put individual ingredients in here. I think that would be really cute, but I understand that's probably locked code. And this game is beautiful, so I'm not complaining. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Thank you. So you're a bartender now. Well, that's an odd one, but if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go with it. Peter's a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer for the feared crime lord Carla. But as long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles. Though it doesn't happen often. How can someone so dangerous be so charming? Are we a female bartender? What am I? Who am I? I want a name. A handsome but intimidating man working as a debt collector for the less savory individuals that make the copies under. A former partner from my darker days. And what kind of partner? What kind of partner would that be? What kind of partner? Thanks. Your rival speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. The Last Drop was the only one I could appreciate, but it got shut down a few days ago. The Last Drop is where that murder happened. And what's your job these days? My collar is blue and I work with my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my tastes. You don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad, it's neutral. Cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we live in and the deals people make. It's neutral? I take no responsibility for what happens to the folk I collect from. They knew the deal they was getting into when they took the money. But even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I want to go drinking with gorillas like me who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. He's a debt collector. He takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter, and I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect. And now, if you'll excuse me, this drink has had an effect on me, and I need to take care of that. Okay, bye, Peter. Oh. Oh, he's sad. Let's talk to Mr. Sadman first. A miserable-looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drink stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Oh, okay. Anything besides strong? Not really, just strong. Okay. He takes a short breath. What does the goddess want you to order? Just make me a drink quickly and with fewer jokes. Oh, okay. Something strong? Strongest thing we've got's a night count. Would you like a little vermouth? Oh, wow. There's a lot of ingredients. Delightful. The world is spinning and my worries have become as blurred as my vision. Exactly why I came here. That doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs, places a glass back against his lips, and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he wags his fingers for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? You really don't know who I am? I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. I'm a priest at the church up the road. Father Lacey? You know this is alcoholic. We are permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. Well, fair. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Aw. Here you go. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. He downs the rest and stands up. Now that you can see him better, you notice the clerical collar that was tucked in. He tips his head and takes his leave. Okay, bye, John. Didn't really learn anything from that conversation, to be honest, except that there's a drinking priest. Hello, lovely. An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on top of it. Okay, wow. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in a pocket mirror before readjusting her coat. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think, this grand place below a bookstore. How very... Vincent. Oh, you're one of his friends. You know Vincent? Yes. He's the man who invited me. He probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. Oh, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's probably some kind of list I'm on, a VIP kind of affair. I'm an actress / singer / radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. You don't mind listening to it, even though it drips with audacity. Oh, that Olivia Carmine. Yes, Vincent mentioned you. See, we all need a little push to jog our memory sometimes. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved a performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand? Maybe? The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. Wow. The show got middling reviews, but I was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything specific? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits in particular. Oh, you've got it. You lift a glass from the stack and place it in front of Olivia. She purses her lips, taking a long look at her nails besides the glass. Let's pour you something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. So she likes exotic fruits. Coconut, pineapple, so a pina colada. Pirate's Joy it is. Oh, we're starting at 1. I just noticed the color of the liquid changes depending on what it is. Looks good. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine. Absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. Oh, did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her finger to pull you close. Well, today, I spent the majority of my time reading contracts. Starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold, something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmi. Classy, right? Absolutely. You're one of the first to hear about it, but well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more we'll find out soon. Picture me in my sultry voice, broadcast nationwide to the people of Tsara. Even the poor folk who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congratulations. Good things happen to good people, you know. Sure. I like to believe that. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with the tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thank you for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses. With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you, and takes her leave. See you soon. Bye, Olivia. Is that everybody? Looks like it. Another day, another dollar. At the end of each day, you return to your home office where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Ooh! Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form new evidence. Spotted a contradiction or 2 pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person or event? Try combining them. You can combine 2 clues by connecting their pins with a red string. Ah! Wow, already obsessed with that. To place a clue you found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list to the right. Clues on the board can be arranged as you wish to help you in your investigation. Okay? The last drop. And it's Peter's favorite speakeasy. At any point, you can remove a clue from the board by dragging and dropping it back in the clue list should you feel a piece of information is no longer important. Oh, there's no grid either. I can really snap it anywhere. The 2 clues you have right now seem to be related, don't they? Let's try linking them together. Click one of the pins, then drag the string to the other. See what happens. Oh. Congratulations, you have a new combined clue. Combined clues are the key to your investigation. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking your customers about these new clues will often lead you to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're ever stuck, try and see if there are any deductions you can make. Peter mentioned that his favorite speakeasy, The Last Drop, was shut down recently. He had to find a new watering hole, which is how he discovered the nightcap. So we found this. This. Peter frequented the Last Drop. Wait. Yeah. Peter frequented the Last Drop, the speakeasy where Natalia Reed's murder took place, before it was shut down. He should be able to tell me who else went there to drink, and if any of them visit the nightcap. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. I don't know about you all, but I'm really loving this so far. Kind of impeccably made for a demo. Oh, a whole little party. Peter! Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. Oh, flirty. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Now press the Show Clue button to open the notebook and present him with the new combined clue. Select the PETA Secret Smarts clue to ask him for more information. Are you sure? Yeah. The story about the broad that got iced at the speakeasy? What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journos did a great job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing, and for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin the same stories. The hoi polloi? The hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got real facts except the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folk who say the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Bakovia officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. But it was done by someone who has experience. Someone who planned it out real careful and who's done it before. Did you visit? Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Who else? Hard to tell. It was a mixed crowd, let me think. Alina Drago's the type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it a big thanks to her daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Killian Durand, the rich kid with the baby face and the soft hands. You taking roll call? If this bartending gig doesn't work out, I suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What you think of that, Scoops? Alright, I was just curious. Let's catch up. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press the waving leave button. The leave button in the bottom right to exit a conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. A drink, Peter. I don't want my lips loosening. Who knows what I'll say. He liked the cold winter last time, right? This is his favorite. Then I can whip one up real fast. Here you go, my dear. What can you tell me? Ooh. Do you know anything about Natalia Reed? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd that she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem like the victim type, you know? Can you elaborate? Twist his head for a moment. You see his eyebrow shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational. Fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times, too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? That's interesting. I reckon so. Kill from behind, right? Whoever stuck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. The police, whoever was holding your leash, should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. Or someone who's smaller than her. Says I'm investigating. You're asking a lot of questions. People with our background know better. No one ever got iced for asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess. Maybe. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. What drinks do you like? I like proper drinks, something pure like vodka. Anything else? Coffee. Keeps me sharp in the wee hours. You work late? You know I do. Nothing good happens in the morning, so best sleep through it. I get a lot more done while everyone else is asleep and out of my way. Despite the name, a cold winter usually keeps me warm during those long nights. I remember. I feel like that's gonna piss him off. How's work? Good, although I'm being real careful who I talk to these days. Trust is hard-earned. You feel the same? Yeah. I'll be straight with you when the time is right, but we ain't as close as we used to be. Let's take things slow. I do. Is this gonna make him mad? Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for this conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are as sweet as the booze. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do. Bye, Peter. Okay. She's so adorable. Okay, should we do Fancy Folk or Harry Potter? Oh dear. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day? Every day's the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. As your hand moves to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you. Wait. Please make sure it's a clean glass. All of our glasses are clean, I'm sure, but I've had bad experiences, smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good, I'll have that cocktail. I am waiting. Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Maybe something minty? I'm waiting. The man closely inspects it and gives it a reassuring nod. Coming right up. Hope it's good. Okay, minty with no... He said he doesn't like extra stuff in his watermelon juice. Well, I mean, this has mint leaf in it, but I don't think... Probably close to what he wants. Maybe. Not many options with mint, to be completely honest. Looks good, though. Love the glass. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. He's anxious. Are you a big drinker? There's not much else to do in Bakovy. To be honest, I'm not usually out on days like these, but my day got canceled. Are you open the whole weekend? We are. Good, that's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over. Nice to meet you, Elliot. No, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. Okay, bye, Elliot. So we gotta warm him up to us a little bit. We gotta make friends. Okay, Mr. Coral Suit or one of his lovely lady friends? Let's Coral Suit first. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selection, then you. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints? Ugh, well, I'm a big fan of rum. I think. You think? You watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with and regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so tend bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. Thank you. Alright, pour away. Something with a sweet touch. Let's get you something nice. So, something with rum. This is rum. It's vodka. Whiskey. Vodka, vodka, vodka. Well, I can either get him a mint punch or I can get him a pirate's joy. He says he's not good, he doesn't drink much, so I guess the pirate's joy is probably our best bet. I can get used to this. I'm Killian. You might have met my parents at some point. The Durans? Might have. You might have met a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, though I suppose as private doctors perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. With that, he pays, turns around, and goes to sit back at the table. Very nice to meet you. Wow. Hello, beautiful. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem like the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. How about I choose? I'd appreciate that. I feel a bit on my depth here. Something light, though. I have work in the morning. I'm looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Sound odd, but tomato. Looking forward to trying anything. Oh. She's so cute! Let's make you something nice. So she's going to want the femme fatale. It's the only thing with tomato in it. It suits her. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ah! We're good. Nobody panic. I'm the only one panicking, but nobody panic. Ooh. Burr. That's lovely, thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me at any moment. If my friends were caught, they'd pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Popa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Good luck, Maria. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. Interesting. So she... Are you Alina? A woman sits down at the bar, her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room, then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up, with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is as charming as it is easy to find. When Alina mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the Bukovi Boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. I can't tell that's a compliment. As close as ones you're likely to get from me, I'm Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you'll need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. And if you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an endearing nickname for you. Ooh, I don't want one. I don't want one. Okay, do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everyone look just a little more fabulous, but not too much. I'll see if I can impress you. It's a lovely smile. Okay, something strong, but not too strong. So not the night count, but any of the 5s will do, I'm sure. So maybe an Eastern Ruby. Let's try an Eastern Ruby. It's a little more sincere than I thought it was. Looks nice. A twist! Not bad, but too many of these and I'll get bored. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy! A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening? Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I could try and help you make up your mind. That'd probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. Strong, but sweet. Cutie. Strong. So it looks like the highest we're gonna get is a 5. Because this is not gonna be sweet. So that won't be sweet. That has cream and It's gotta be the Eastern Ruby, right? Everything else doesn't really have any sugar in it. Also just beautiful. Well, I definitely don't hate it, thanks. Have you been open long? Not particularly. I thought this place seemed new. Below a bookshop, too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How'd you afford somewhere on the boulevard? Vincent owns the place. Right. Anyway, I'm Alina Dragos. I brought a few friends along, and we're already a bit tipsy if you haven't noticed already. She didn't have to tell you that. They reek of booze. Actually, hold on a second. Her last name felt familiar for some reason. You hide it well? Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement. We're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off. Take care. You too. Okay. Should I try to find out some information? I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? What type of drink do you like, Killian? Something that can get me drunk without it feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. I love the light sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits that bill. Got it. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle. Did you not tell you read? A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and then she threw up all over my new suit. I helped her get a radio cab home. She was drunk then. Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace like more refined ladies. You know she's dead, right? Yeah, Helene told me this morning. I was rather sad, but more in that fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... That's all. What do you think of Alina? Alina's a lot more fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through the clouds. Oh, you like her. Poetic. Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of her mouth sounds like intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. Okay, bud. Okay. You can go ahead and... How do I make him leave? Yeah. Okay, bye, bud. Interesting. So let's talk to our girlie here. Evening, Alina. What do you like? Poison drop. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want? Good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. Pleasant crowd, mostly. There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. I'd rather not get into it, honestly. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Elliot? How'd you guess that? Just instinct. He's a piece of work, all right, especially when he's drunk. A few months before Prohibition, I was at a casino with my father on my birthday. He wasn't exactly going to bake me a cake, and I didn't want to be alone all day till the clubs opened and I could see my friends. So I figured I'd take an interest in his hobby. And while Dad was playing Baccarat, Elliot made a play for me. Baccarat? I don't know. Ew. Creepy. Obviously, I turned him down pretty quickly, but I remember him getting so angry. I tried to brush him off gently, but he really didn't get the message. I've dealt with fellas shouting at me before, but this was different. The more his rage built, the quieter he got, but you could tell he was losing control, shaking. I clung to my dad for that and didn't go back to the casino, but I'd still see him around sometimes. Makes my skin crawl. Sorry you went through that. Don't be sorry, be cautious. He has a few screws loose, if you ask me. Oh, she's so cute. Keep it in mind. That was very helpful, thank you. I'm not talking about that evil floozy. I'm here to have a good evil. Alina seems very guarded about that topic. She also seems to know something. Perhaps she's more talkative when drunk. Okay. Nothing. I guess you don't need to? Exactly. My family's fallen into wealth through sheer luck, and I won't let us fall out again. I have plans to keep us where we need to be. My dad might end up losing his fortune again, but I'll be glad to take him in when that time comes. Did you ever work? Sure, and for a man who... It doesn't matter. That's all in the past. Oh! I don't know. I don't particularly like the nouveau riche or the oldo riche. Killian is sweet, but painfully innocent. Wendy has her moments, and the only person I really want around me is Maria. What's good about Maria? She's just the most down-to-earth person. I've known her for most of my life. The others, though, why? Because they're useful. The wealthy don't see us as people. We're tools. So I've sort of adopted that mindset. But you're rich. You're not getting it. I was born poor. That stain stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. I might be wealthy now, but I didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling. My father has money now, but all that means is that he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose in the end. If I don't ingratiate myself with these people, maybe even shack up with one of them, I'll have nothing again. I'll be nothing again. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip, a momentary fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, and eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. I just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think, but I know where that came from, and I know I won't go back. That has to be my focus. That's quite the plan. I'm a chess player. Planning ahead is what I do. Oh, interesting, Alina. Bit cynical. You mean pragmatic. Seeing how quickly people changed the way they treated me the moment I got my money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that. They're better than that. Wendy and Killian might have more to them than I admit, but I still don't fully trust them. Yet. I think that's fair. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. Bye, girly. I think I still have another question to ask him. You're right, I don't enjoy this. The drinks are well enough made, but I simply can't become accustomed to the taste. I must persevere. You don't have to. I started going to bars to be around Alina and Wendy. With the killer going on the loose, I'd like to keep an eye on them. Oh, that's nice. Very gallant. I've had my eye on Alina for a bit. We've gone on a few dates. I think she really likes me, but she has a guard dog. Maria's hackles are up, and she has fangs. In fact, I was thinking of paying for Maria to attend a distant chess tournament just to have more time with Alina alone. Perhaps take her to Mary Auberge for steak roulade. Mind keeping that to yourself? Your plan's safe with me. My lips are sealed, Killian. Until she asks me. I'm a girl's girl. Good, it's stressful, though, trying to keep my attention secret. I'm only here in pursuit of the object of my affection, and this constant boozing is worrying my mom a great deal. I usually wouldn't listen to her, but she holds great sway over my disposable income. That's right. That's it, right? There's something else to ask. Yeah, that's it. I don't have any clues I can show him, do I? this? Alina, Elliot, and Killian. Let me... Okay, I could confront him, but I don't want to. Seems risky. Okay, Maria. Good evening. Evening, Maria. We should chat, I guess, pass the time. What do you want to know? I'm a people pleaser. Is that okay? I work at the old Tailors in the Stacks. The other girls, it seems good, talk about drinking and dancing, but I just keep my head down. I think I'm dull, but I knew that place would catch fire one day. There was a fire? The building is a death trap. We don't know who blew the fuse box. In a house of matches, it can be hard to find the first spark, you know? But it didn't burn down completely. Alina and I just can't play chess in the basement anymore. Oh, you play chess? When we were at school, we played for boiled sweets. It's a wonder we still have teeth. The women in the workhouse think I'm quiet and boring, but I watch them and I see things. Patterns, not just in the fabric, but in the city, in people, and most of all, in chess. Alina is good, but most days I can beat her. There's a fire in me, competition. Even without candy, victory is still sweet. Oh, I love her! Her grandmaster. Not quite. Although I have won tournaments. We both won a few, but none that were official or major. Alina always beats me when the stakes are high. It's like the pressure of playing against my friend makes me wilt. In the heat of competition, she lights up and I burn out. She just wants it more. I once asked her what her secret is. I'll never forget what she said. Never dim your star to make others shine brighter. Any other hobbies? I guess I make a great sarmale, but this is starting to feel like a job interview instead of a drinks order. Fair point. We should chat, I guess? Like, the femme fatale is nice. The spice slows you down, so you get a head spin without getting carried away. Interesting. You can tell I don't drink that much, can you? I can, but don't judge. I appreciate that. Still, it's growing on me a tad. I don't know if that's a good thing. I prefer these cocktails to the beer my father drinks. I better not make it a habit, though. Your choice. We do, yes. We've been partners since we were 8. We met at a chess club in school. We were rivals, but ended up being best friends. Oh, that's a cute friendship. I know her better than myself at this point. Chess is about getting into your opponent's head. I like it inside hers. Does that sound strange? No, it might be one of the cutest things I've ever read, though. A little. We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream. To get a little bit better every day and to beat all those stuffy old bearded men at the chess council together. We know each other so well now, I'm not sure our practice is helping us get to the next level, but I also just enjoy the time we spend together. We dream of one day beating Bukovi's top grandmaster. We're getting close. Alina won a tournament a few weeks ago, and I came in second. I was so happy. We played against each other in the finals, and it was intense. It felt like my whole life was building to that moment. Since we were in the top spots, we knew we'd already qualified for the next tournament in a few months with the grandmasters. So in a way, the final was like a victory lap. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm talking too much about something I love. But either way, thanks for listening. Anytime. I really like her. You're not a big drinker. Not at all. If I'm honest, I come here because Alina asked me to, and leaving her at the bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with. That's fair. You're a good friend. I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe. Even if it means drinking. Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting. Though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over. You're welcome to read anything on the shelves. Really? I mean, thanks. Thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library? Right, that sounds great. What do you know about Natalia Reid? The accountant? I don't think I met her. I'm sure I didn't. Did you hear about her death? I saw the headlines, like the start of some macabre murder mystery, but without the cheery ending, probably. The police will catch whoever did it. Maybe a killer can get away with murdering street girls or factory workers, but not someone like her. Let's hope. And that's it, right? Bye, my love. Alina, Elliot, and Killian. Yes. Great, see you soon. Bye, Maria. Love her. Why was she in such a hurry to leave? Evening? What do you want to know, bartender? The evening prayer. There are a few others I enjoy, but a great deal more I detest. Why do you ask? Just interesting. Very good. I'm glad we can have this discussion now so we don't have to do it again. Tell me about yourself. I love that idea. She opens her mouth in mock surprise and lets out a little delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Papa's old estate, Home Heath, out in the country. I moved to Pecovey because I got bored, and I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment. Dive bar? I'd say you fit right in. Oh, are we sparring? That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations. I'll play along. Come, darling, I'm being exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better. Or worse, if you prefer. I'll start. I was born, I moved here, now I'm in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colorful background. I guess criminals can be dangerous. I know a lot, though. And most of what I know, I keep to myself. This has been delightful. I mean that. It's refreshing to have a repartee with someone who can keep up. 10-10. Sure. What do you want to know, bartender? Do you know anything about Natalia Reed? The dead woman. I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in company of Alina Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks. How come? I could bore you with long-winded stories about Alina's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? You certainly seem to be well placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do, so I may cover my ears sometime. I'll try. What do you want to know, bartender? How do you know? I'm cordial with Alina and Maria, and I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, you know, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, they're not hideously dull or anything. I just feel like they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything genuine. You feel the same, or are you an open book? What you see is what you get. Like a cannoli. It's what's on the inside that counts. I've noticed you do a lot of watching. You pour drinks while keeping your eye on your customers. The sign of a good bartender or someone who is fearful of their own clientele? I can't blame you, though. Imagine if one of us were police. Are you? She laughs, and for the first time it sounds genuine. You've amused her, and she lets the mask slip for a moment. You've known plenty like her, and learned to never let your guard down around them. No. I wish there was something as exciting as a police informant among us, but alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria, she's not rich at all. Dirt poor, in fact. But you can tell, if you look closely. You can tell. She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say. Friendly? What an odd concept. Alina pays for everything. Maria's a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I'd do the same. The poor girl's head must be spinning. Evenings at the casinos, speakeasies and clubs with Alina, then back to her threadbare bed sheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really. Do you like her? As I said, the three of us, Alina included, are cordial. They could grow on me. Maria and Alina have some quirk, which I like. Imperfections, and they're both sharp as tacks, if you haven't heard. Maria hides under a shy facade, while Alina hides under a layer of, well, blondness. Opinions are fluid. For example, I didn't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls, Alina and Maria. If they would just ease off on the chess chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead, I might enjoy their company a great deal more. I'm sure. Sexual tension in the room? I do. Aren't you worried about being robbed? If I'm outside, the best place someone could rob me would be my empty home. If I didn't wear the nice things I have, I'd be living the same life as a woman who had already been robbed. An unglamorous existence. Earrings are meant for ears, and jewels don't sparkle when kept in a box. Well, I mean, she has a point. She has a point. Oh, well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up. Good night, Wendy. Maria? Can I ask her anything else? No, nothing new. Okay. Thank you, dear. See you. Okay, ding ding. I guess I could confront Killian. He might start tweaking. I don't know. We'll try. Sure, I visited. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. Okay, bye. He left awfully quickly. Okay. Okay, I'm going to overlap these a little bit because they do go together. Interesting. Okay. Let's head out. This is a delightfully long demo. Constable Hugo Meritens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair, and sits slightly too close. Constable Meritens. Barkeep, seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. Maybe. What do you want? They're good people mostly. They're good people mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check out how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on this street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume action, so make sure to show him anything interesting you find. He may have useful insights. Okay. Select the potential patrons clue. So Alina Dragos, Killian Durand, and Elliot Lynn all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reed was murdered. And you say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovi. And the only reason he knew all this was because he was present at the time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these four might be our killer. Hugo pulls out two photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first one shows an ornate, decorated lighter lying on the pavement. And the second shows a nasty-looking syringe. It's empty, and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. These two items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? About the syringe. The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Oh, I was right. Back before the prohibition was slipped into drinks, but since then most of the victims have been found with the puncture mark from the needle? Correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately this one is available at any pharmacy. It doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical profession in Sara either. Whatever the nature of the toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. The tests that we have run so far are currently inconclusive. I know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have this effect? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals. I am making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him. Any more questions? The lighter. It was close to the body and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Only a few million of those? Yes, that doesn't narrow the field too much. All clear. Good, one last thing. Hand over your notebook. You place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. He pulls a pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds a new section at the back. After looking it over one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. The detectives at the station use this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them. The 2 things I need answered are, what is the killer's motive? And what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure, and you should also consider evidence that might clear a suspect. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no. But it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down, and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Very well. Okay, Hugo added a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Open the notebook by clicking the button at the top right of the screen. Select the highlighted tab. You'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed. The case file displays clues that show their motive and their evidence that proves they could have committed the crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out. Once you're confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button in the bottom page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. For now, press the X. If you're already in conversation with Hugo like you are now, you can press this button in the bottom right to submit your case. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get 1 shot. If you submit your case before the deadline is passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to Superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find evidence on all suspects and figure out who is innocent and who is guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. Wow. Oh, do you want a drink? One won't hurt. Okay, let's give him a wake-up call. Ring ding, constable. Wake up. Oh, that looks good. Perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. That's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies? I'm partial to pointless conversation wasting my time. You have no hobbies? If I indulge in this line of questioning, will it motivate you to trust me? Yeah. Fine. I like building miniatures, and when I was younger, I collected model trains. Tell me more. I'm a collector. What more is there to say? We all collect things. You collect useless information, while I collect trains. I don't have them anymore, before you ask. I had to leave them back in Belgium. Do you have a little railway? Yes, and my fiancé hated it. And all of those objects are with my parents now. Is that all? Yes. I'll leave him alone. I figured out his drink. You have a fiancé? Indeed I do, and you need to look so surprised. I'm not. Good. Is that all then? No further comments. Do you know Peter? Peter has a storied history with the Bakovi police. You can usually count on him being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish. Maybe even the Bruga boys gang, under Carla. It makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have had something to do with all this, but she's white-collar and more interested in larceny and laundering than murder. I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm prepared to answer questions. Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions, they forgot to actually look for criminals. One of them confided in me how he figured out all the victims of the Bukovi Boulevard killer are all blonde women. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable. I can tolerate them being competitive, but not when there's human lives at stake. I didn't expect you to be so noble. I'm prepared. Oh, I thought you'd say something else. It was close to the body and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one's custom made. We might guess if the killer's a smoker. Nasty habit. I'm surprised you think so. Most people here smoke, especially those with colorful backgrounds. True. Something with coffee? Why? It's my job to know. I tried. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee. Because we drink a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home. I'm prepared to answer questions, and that's it, right? Do I have anything else to show you? You can learn from a detective at the police station that the Bukovi killer has only targeted women with blonde hair. Interesting. Thank you, Constable. Bye. Oh, he's just hanging out. Okay, he's just chilling. Is this a modified version of a girl with pearl earring? Who do I want to talk to first? How about you? Hello, Mr. John. Father Lacey? Please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sins. Oh, you need a drink. Father makes me think of my vows, but priests are taught it is worse to abominate wine than to imbibe it, so I will choose the lesser sin. Your night count was your favorite, so we'll give you another one of those. It's interesting if the priest would like the vampire drink. These drinks have really disturbed my equilibrium tonight. I should get back to the mods. Here. Oh no! Oh, I got him too drunk. Oh, I should have asked questions first. That was foolish. Okay. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Evening, mister. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Let me give him a drink. A drink, Vincent. Something timeless. So the ruby. Oh, I got stuck. I just made him a bad drink. No! Oh no. Oh, they say conversation is a dying art. I'm so sorry. I'm sure dissatisfied patrons have alerted the authorities on a few occasions, but I've met a fair few officers and even detectives and speakeasies who think the laws don't apply to them. But I think the political climate has shifted. The Bukovi City Council has taken a harder line, and they may even be incentivizing officers to close more establishments. The economy may be booming, but the explosion of wealth is far from equitable. Speculators in the radio carriage and whale oil business are rolling in cash, but the public services, and the police in particular, are paid peanuts. The speculators climbed a ladder and pulled it up for themselves. Now they're making us fight each other for table scraps while looking down on us all, legitimate business owners and police officers alike. There's a cadence to his voice that makes him sound cold and unemotional as he speaks. It's like he's rehearsed this topic, or maybe he's gotten sick of talking about it. I'm rambling again, so let's change the subject. Look at the time. Ugh, good night. I messed that up. I bungled it. Okay, you. You're the guy who got mad that she set you up. I see you have a cigarette. We discourage smoking. These are menthol, and they make your breath smell good. If you must, I must. What do you need from me? A well-made one? Do I need to be more specific? I think you do. Exactly. Minty with soda. I develop my constitution until it no longer inhibits my focus. Alcohol sharpens my senses. Really? Indeed. And a drink with a clean mouth feel livens the senses, not to mention how much it encourages intimacy with the opposite sex. Fresh breath is essential. Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male vim and vigor, and encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less viral, too. Oh my god. Pouring vodka into fruit juice is a waste, like a sophisticated gentleman wasting his time on tittle-tattle with loose women and mannerless men. Some men are born for better things, and they deserve better drinks, too. Noted. What do you need? Oh, ooh, he is kinda... Tell me about yourself. Do you have any hobbies? I collect stamps. I inherited a collection from my father and I'm struggling to get rid of it. Stamps? Yeah, the little square boxes you put on letters. I'm trying to trade the rare ones to become independently wealthy, but it's going averagely. You don't want to keep them? I don't consider hobbies to be a very masculine pursuit. Men should aspire to spend their time on things of value, such as bettering society, exploring the natural world, mining precious metals, colonizing the subcontinent, constructing large towers. Do you do those things? No, I mean men in general. What do you need? Elliot is very odd. You have a reputation. Oh, okay. Bye, Elliot. Grumpy. I think I'm not a very good bartender. You gotta set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. What have I missed? I'm in desperate need of a drink. Nothing too strong. You got it, girly. Here you go. A couple bullet for the lady. Perfect. Telling me I have too many. What have I missed? Why do you visit? What do you know about Natalia Reed? I guess I've seen her a few times before. The murder. She was in the Spire Lounge in the hotel a lot, same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice. Did Natalia mix with anyone else? I saw her and Olivia order together at the bar. That struck with me, because Olivia is kind of a big deal even amongst that lot, and everyone formed a crowd around her. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice too, usually away from the bar though, over at the Vantage booths. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along too. I remember that pretty well because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? Oh, I get it. What have I missed? Killian really likes blondes. What do you think of Maria? I saw her once or twice back when I worked at the bar at the hotel. It seems Claire is being nice when talking about Maria, but you can tell there's more to the story. Interesting. Why do you visit? Isn't it risky? Probably. Then again, I could get hit by a radio carriage tomorrow while crossing the road. You have a point. Sifu says boats are safest in the harbor, but that's not what boats are built for. I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me. Also, just because something is a rule doesn't make it right. That's true. Tell me about your job. There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one. You really want to hear about the hotel? I'm curious. I'm a maid, believe it or not. I spend most of my time cleaning up after messy, entitled people. Before Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. The tips were decent, and less cleaning of bodily fluids was involved. Did you like it? God, no. Do you? Could be better. In another life, I would be traveling the globe competing for medals and baritsu competitions and drinking my winnings. In this life, though, bed sheets and refilling those little shampoo bottles. I'm sorry. One day I'll get out of Bakovi. I'm too old to compete in the martial arts now, but if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really. Why are you trapped? I'm in debt. If I stop working, it'll get worse. Once I've paid off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. The friendly local loan shark, Carla, won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt. But with the wages from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe. Yeah, I know what Carla's like. No use worrying till I get wrinkles. Sifu says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is the rainy season. I'm sure the rainbows are coming. Oh wait, I have work tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep, so good luck with the bar. Night! Okay. Looks like we found out some info. Claire says she's in Natalia speaking with Olivia, Alina, and Elliot. Okay, Alina. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening. Yes, get me drunk. Go big. Let's get her wasted. Thank you. Perfect. Just talk to me. Well, I know that she was a gold-digging cow who had absolutely no business dating my father. Oh, she dated your dad. You thought I wouldn't speak ill of the dead? Whoa. I may not be kind to her memory, but at least I'm the one being honest. She was like a barnacle stuck to a boat. Nothing I did could dislodge her. I might try to accept her if she curbed his worst impulses, but she gambled as much as father does. She was an accountant who couldn't handle money. When I called her out for her scheme, she even threatened to have my father write me out of the will. My friends told me to stay quiet about my feelings, but I won't do it. If being happy today makes her seem callous or even suspicious, I don't care. The world is a better place without her in it. I see. Interesting. What about us? Are you dating? Maria? No, but we're close. Must have been mistaken. I get it a lot. Alina's still blushing. This topic seems to be something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Oh. Okay. Okay. Can I show you a clue? Thanks for making me feel vulnerable. Wait, is it the time? Oh. I was hoping that I was just like warning her. I don't know. I need a drink. Okay, let's get the man a drink. He said he really liked the mint punch, right? Almost messed that up. I think it was the mint punch, he said. Because I was like, that doesn't sound sweet. Oh, he liked it, though. Okay. Do you know anything about this? Goddess, I'm not sure what this has to do with me. Are you a smoker? He looks uncomfortable as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down. Absolutely not. The son of a doctor knows better than to engage in such unhealthy habits. Oh, his little tongue! Despite his words, he twitches nervously. Smart man. Yeah, Perhaps I'm a bit slow. I have no idea what you're talking about. Interesting. Would you know anything about this? Blondes? I love blondes. Another reason this killer must be stopped. I bet you hear all sorts of... Oh, so you love blondes. Interesting. Said Killian was there. Wait. The syringe looks familiar, does it? Of course, my mom is a medical professional, so we have some of these lying around for surgery. She even has some at her home practice behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about this stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly work for my mother. Oh, Alina, I hope you didn't kill her. Yes, it's how we got initially acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing. But back then, she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth, she's really bloomed. Anyway, unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet where these things were stored. Naturally, she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nevertheless. I'll keep that in mind. Bye. Interesting. Come here. Evening. Okay. You should follow this line of thought. Perhaps think more on it this evening. I've heard the answer. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else he wanted to... Could be a lead. You'll need evidence that Alina had the means or she was there. Work hard, build the case. Okay. Not very helpful, are you? Okay, bye, Hugo. I guess that's it, right? Okay, so blonde victims, lounge chats, Dr. Duran. Notice they're all blondes. Interesting. I don't know, I'm just saying that. Oh, it shows you ones that you haven't done before? So... none of these. None of those. No. So no connections I can make? None? Oh. Who combined? He only recognizes the because his mother uses them at her home. Okay, but also... But she in this... She also had the means to have this. Julian's also a smoker, though. Right? So, he recognized this. Here we go. So, he recognized that, and he also recognized this, actually. This is all this. Evidence for Miss Evil stepmother. Yeah, seems right. How many days do you suppose we get before the demo ends? I'm not sure what to expect here. Day 5. Oh, there's a lot of people to talk to. Oh, he looks sad. Okay. Oh, so our girl's not here again. Interesting. Interesting. Let's talk to our friend first. Evening, barkeep. Evening. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Okay. So what can we talk about? We can make him a drink. And I want to ask him about his fiance, but let me find some more clues before I do that. Yeah. Okay, well, let's start with our friend over here. Peter! Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Okay, so let's make our fellow a drink. Peter really loves a cold winter. So let's get him one. I thought for a second that I had totally messed that up and that would have been really bad. We already learned the consequences of messing up our drink. Which is a tragedy, truly. Career shift starting to make sense? Okay. So... Peter. Do you think Peter's seen this lighter before? Nice lighter. You want to give me a gift? Customer of the week? You smoke? Huh, you seen me smoke. You gave me this lighter 5 years back when we hit up that train depot. And by gave, I mean I pocketed it when you wasn't looking. It's my lighter? You stole it. He pulls out a basic disposable lighter. You recognize it immediately. You always bought the cheapest ones. You notice it's still full of fluid. Oh, not my lighter. It's almost a full 5 years later. Did you quit? He cracks a smile and you catch yourself looking at his dimples instead of his scar. Ooh, we are smitten. Wish I did, but nah. I use matches these days, actually. Why? Because I'm a firm believer in luck, and this is my lucky charm nowadays. Especially after what happened at the train depot job. See, did you ever try to quit? Many times. Look, I'm trying to cut down, but in this line of work, you gotta keep your nerves steady. What's with all these smoking questions? The killer smokes. You smoke, bartender. Do I? You better make this new show doesn't make me forget who you really are. Play a role too well and you might forget you're part of a show. Oh, touche. Touche! Okay, Peter. He doesn't like to use the cheap disposable lighter he pinched from me a few years ago. So, Peter wouldn't use a lighter. Do you think he knows the syringe? A coward's weapon. The kind of person who kills like that. They're the real monsters. Peter's a big softy. Let's catch up. That's all you have to say? Interesting. Interesting. Do I have any other clues that he might know? Maybe about the blonde victims? I prefer brunettes, though dark hair and sultry demeanor is my particular weakness. Okay. I've got one more question. Okay, Peter, just in case I find something else I want to talk about, I want you to just head out for a little bit. Thanks, doll. All right. So, let's talk to, since we really messed this one up. What sort of drinks do you like? And lemon. Okay. Red wine with lemon over ice. Oh, the Eastern Ruby, which we already knew. I already knew that. I wasted something. I wasted a conversation. A tragedy. you know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. They say conversation is the dying art. Okay. Now, tell me about yourself, Vincent. I'm 56 years old, so I was around when all the money started flowing into Zara. I was born in a little town that was swallowed up by the expanding city borders last year. But I feel like I'm babbling on now. What else do you want to know? Married? Once, to Flora. Maybe we can talk about that when we know each other a little better. Sure. Interesting, so he was married. What do you know about Natalia Reed? Vincent looks down when you mention her name. He licks his lips, considering his next words carefully. I've been thinking back to when we met, briefly at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming, and she knew when to drop that stiff but covey formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I know she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. Interesting. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance it is a mystery. I suppose it makes sense that she'd frequent speakeasies after the prohibition, so there really is a killer on the loose then? Apparently. Ghastly. I hope our customers tread lightly. Me too. Interesting. What do you think of Killian? He's a boy in a man's costume, petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child around the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. His family name is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, also unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble, and those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. Yeah. Typical of the nouveau riche, they can buy everything but class. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Interesting. Interesting. So... I worked for an accountant that Vincent hired. Nobody knew where she found the money to keep playing. Let me see if he recognizes the lighter. Do you smoke? Doesn't everyone? We must make the most of time. We have to find joy where we can, ideally with lots of finely toasted tobacco, a choice of drinks, and a friend to share it all with. I agree with that. Never mistake a lack of vice for a virtue. The best people I know smoke, drink, and love good coffee. The worst man I ever met loved decaffeinated coffee. Decaf only works if you throw it in someone's face. I'm not judging. Then yes, I enjoy the occasional cigar. I can't really help you with that lighter, I'm afraid. It's alright. Look at the time, I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chaise lounge upstairs before, and my back did not thank me. Night. Oh, but I love a chaise. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to our girl. Evening, Alina. Let's get the girl a drink. Oh, she's in a bad mood. She's in a bad mood. So we haven't found out her favorite yet. She'd like the Eastern Ruby. She's not she doesn't like tomato, the other girl does. Let's try a let's try a Pirate's Joy. I'm still trying to figure out what her favorite is. If she hates this, RIP. It looks delicious. Don't hate it. Damn it! She's not even drunk. Okay, what brings you to a speakeasy? You can't expect a girl to spill all her secrets without loosening her lips a little first. With some chat, maybe a couple of compliments on my lovely new earrings, and a few drinks. She's not drunk enough. Back then, we imagined that if we got good enough, we'd live the life of chess grandmasters. Play chess for trophies, live in hotels, go to parties, have crowds cheer our names. The reality is a lot of these events only pay when you win, and the entry fees are extortionate. Back in the day, we did overtime to afford the qualification fees. We'd be so exhausted from overtime that we'd never play our best. We'd scrape up enough money for one hotel room and pass out each night. Still had fun, though. Ever win? I won a tournament a few years back. Maria got second place, so we both qualify for an upcoming national tournament. Maria doesn't know yet, but I'll be paying to take us both there. That's kind of you. It's our dream. I understand. Okay, should we show her a little something? Did you speak with Olivia? Yeah, that's where I confronted Natalia about spending all of Father's money. Oh. Not helpful? Okay. Let's try asking her about this. Yeah, I know about that, and that's why she was after Dad. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. Ugh. Damn it. Okay, we didn't find out anything useful. Let's try this guy. Okay. Get the man a drink. Give him his favorite. Although I'd like to get him super drunk so he'll answer any of my questions, but for now, let's play nice. Okay. Maybe he knows about this? Yes, I've heard Alina rant about her on a few occasions. I bet you hear, oh my gosh, not helpful. Okay. Okay, bye for now. I don't want to just confront him, that's too risky. It's been quite a day for me. More negotiations, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting, makes a woman crave a cold drink and deeply comfortable chase lounge. I can help with one of those. The maid girl, the one that works in the hotel, Clara, avoid her. She's what I would describe as trouble. I once saw her fighting with a known criminal. And not just any criminal either, one of those henchmen. Henchmen? Yes, I'm surprised she isn't dead if I'm honest. When I saw her here, I immediately knew I should. I like this establishment, and I quite like Vincent when he's sober. I wouldn't want Clara attracting trouble. Interesting that you would say Clara's trouble. That's all I need to say on the matter. I trust we understand each other. Right. Place has been dull without me. Let me get her a beverage. We know her favorite is a pirate's joy. And why wouldn't it be? Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine. Okay, now tell me about yourself. I thought you never asked. I'm an actress, opera singer, budding radio host, etc., etc. Tell me about acting. I've always been an actress. My parents raised me in the theater, so acting came natural as breathing. Seems like quite the advantage. Theater is all nepotism. I've seen women almost as talented as me mangling clothes at the laundrette. You think you're the first to tell me I benefited from my upbringing. I can assure you I already know. But I once saw a roof tiler who needed no ladder. He was 7 foot tall. We all have our advantages. Just because the rails were in place did not mean the locomotive was guaranteed to run. Many have the same track ahead of them and never leave the station. Makes sense. Can you tell me about the radio show? Olivia leans in, perking up in her chair. She wants to make sure you're soaking up every word. Precisely, I've already been on the air as a guest, but my new show will be a bit of news, a bit of gossip, and most of all an advice column. I think I can teach my listeners a great deal about poise, taste, tact, and how to live with just a bit more extravagance. I've noticed the younger generation, well, younger than me, have lost the gall that defined them. Why's that? That's a question for the scholars, those with minds sharper than mine. Although if I were to guess, I'd say it has something to do with how quickly Bakovi advanced in the last 30 years. Obviously, I was a child, nay an infant, when the boom happened. From what I understand, there was such a sharp influx of money into Sara that we created an uneasy mix of industrial giants and lucky speculators flooding into the same social spaces as the established aristocracy. Killian's parents are one of that crowd, and they are as tasteless as they come. They have the money and power, but lack the graces and decorum and a sense of permanence that we have. We? Well, figuratively speaking. Killian has the wealth of a sultan, but the demeanor of a grain store supervisor. Though that's just my opinion. You'll hear me expound on my views more eloquently on air next week. She winks, taking the last sip of her drink. There's something about the shrewd look she gives you that catches you off guard. I suppose you'll need to listen in to learn more. Maybe. Did you know Natalia? Natalia? I met her a few times while I drank at the Hotel Jubilee, before the Prohibition, obviously. Really? Oh, she frequented the theater. I don't blame her, but what I do blame her for is all the noise. She would drink a lot during the intermission and occasionally cause a bit of a scene. Oh, I see. Her name did pop up now and then in conversations with my fellow socialites. She was an accountant who dealt with a lot of the creative types, including my director. She would have been fired if she wasn't so popular with the clients. She formed strong bonds with them over strong cocktails. Nonetheless, her death is a great shame. You should talk to Killian about her. I imagine he'd be on the suspect list. Killian loves a blonde. I should know. He tried to hit on you? I'm blonde, wealthy, easy on the eye. I have a pulse. I more than likely qualify for his affections. This place must have been dull without me. Do you know Father Lacey? Yes, I know him well. He's a priest. Does it seem strange that two people so different share the same speakeasy? Not particularly. Well, it's not my place to say, but I don't think he's keeping his vows if he's coming here. And he's such a drag, sitting clutching his little drink. It's like looking at a child crying at their own birthday party. He was so stoic a few months ago. He's thoroughly morose now. I've asked him what's wrong, but he doesn't like to answer. It's not like I can tell anyone either. Oh yes, I keep seeing Father Lacey at the secret speakeasy we share. I hope he cheers up soon and goes back to his old self. He's always been a big old sad sack, but his droopy face is making the floor tiles sad. Let's hope. Okay, so... I wonder... Do you think she would know anything about this? Let me try the lighter first. What a gorgeous lighter that is, but why are you showing me? Do you smoke? Only for pleasure, as opposed to business. Plenty of actors smoke to be social. I pity the poor girls who puff away with puckered lips pretending to like it. You enjoy it? Certainly. After sex and before a big show. Calms the nerves. What about your voice? She shrugs, the thick lining of her coat cushioning her face. Everything in moderation, darling. She frowns, furrowing her brows and pursing her lips. What is it? My late husband hated my smoking. I'm remembering a particularly unpleasant conversation we had. Sorry. Don't be darling. I don't tolerate unpleasant conversations with anyone now. Noted. Heavens, would you look at the time? I should get going. Your tab? Olivia winks at you and places the coin down on the table. The grin is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Good night, Olivia. Interesting. So that just leaves you, lover boy. Alright. I have a little question for you, Mr. Man. I admit I am casting a wide net, but patience yields dividends. I'm due a catch. I bet you hear, oh, that's all he has to say? He's due a catch? Not helpful. I wonder if he knows about this. Elena's not capable of such things. She's a lady and a good sport. Mostly, you should redirect your investigations. Redirect my investigations? Why? Visitors are kept in a safe place and I'm not allowed near them. Only my mother and her assistants can use them. If I don't get home soon, he'll lock me out. Okay, bye. Evening. Okay. Oh, did you want a drink? I want to get him wasted. His tolerance is a 6. He likes things with coffee. I wonder if I can push him a little bit. He's neutral. Let's try giving him a copper bullet and seeing what happens. Just out of curiosity. Just trying to feel things out. Oh, okay, he liked it. So... okay. I'm willing to test the theory, but you need to provide me with a clear motive as well. Keep working. Okay. He's not really telling me anything I don't already know. Alright, let me let him leave. He's not giving me anything useful. Okay, I'm gonna ask another question. My boy here. And let's see. We're not close enough yet. What can you tell me about her debt? Natalia's finances don't look like a banker. I heard she was in debt. She was a gambler and a drunk. Both are expensive hobbies. Have you ever collected money? You know I have. I'm the muscle and the money is heavy. Did you collect from Natalia? He's close enough that you can smell his cologne. You expect him to tell you a secret, perhaps whisper something, but he doesn't. Instead, he waits until you meet his eye before he speaks. Did you? No. Oh, the music changed. Now, do you have a real question to ask me? Like, did you kill her, Mr. Wagner? I don't think you killed her. Glad you still know when to back off. I don't have to explain this to you, but dead people can't pay back their debts. I got no business writing off credit like that. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. Yeah, I don't think Peter did it. I'm not getting the Peter did it vibe. You know what I mean? Let's go see if we can put some clues together. There's a couple I think logically go together. So we have Peter's matches. And we know that these can't connect. Lover boy can definitely connect here. Broken heart killer, which Killian is known to have a preference for when it comes to dating. It's possible he turns to murder when he doesn't get his way. Interesting. Let's pull this over here. Put this with a lover boy. Put this with blonde victims. Oh, right. So far, all this can link to him. Alright, Natalia's a debt. Patrons, his street smarts. I don't think any of these actually link to him. So... I thought maybe these would link. But they don't. Interesting. I don't think this would go anywhere else. Okay, so we did find one new thing. We found a possible motive for Mr. Man. But I think we're going to need more evidence than that, right? We can't just say that's enough. What's wrong, Clara? Clara sits at the bar but can't look you in the eye. She's quiet. You can tell something's off. Are you alright, Clara? I don't want to sound paranoid, but someone is out there. Someone dangerous. What? When I left on Thursday, I think I was chased. Footsteps are coming towards me fast, so I ran. Oh no. I'll talk more about it later if you're interested, but for now... Oh? No! No! Oh, that's so... What a cliffhanger! We hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more updates, and if you liked what you played, consider adding our game to your wish list. It really helps us out. Oh, I'm devastated that was the end of the demo. I like Clara, so that's so sad. Okay, well, let's look on this and reflect really quick. I really actually like this game. I wish the drink mixing part wasn't so redundant since their drinks don't really change, and I don't think the minigame for it is particularly fun, but that's just me. The drink mixing isn't a huge part of the actual deductive mystery. I do like how you really do have to think about it. It's not handed to you, and you really have to pay attention to what people are saying. So if you like detective games where you really have to think, and you really like putting together a motive and looking at witnesses, and you like reading a lot of text, this could be a really fun demo for you. And I'm really excited to see more. I do think I'm going to go ahead and wishlist this and keep playing once it releases fully. But that's it for now. This has been Soul, and until next time, stay cozy, stay sweet, and I'll see you soon. Have the best time, and thank you for coming here. I really appreciate all of you. And, well, ta-ta for now.